Okay, so as of recently, I've been seeing a lot more videos popping up on my recommended on how Valorant's dying and how Valorant will be dead soon. I don't agree with a lot of them, honestly. I think there's a lot of information in there that is actually true, but a lot of it is overblown or just straight up misleading. Okay, so real quick before this video starts, I know that most of these videos are just talking about personal burnout and content creation, and I get it. Playing games for a while, burnout starts hitting really, really hard. I don't have an actual problem with anybody making these videos or the actual videos themselves. I think a lot of it's very informational on the current state of Valorant. But there are kind of some things that don't really give you the full picture of Valorant, so I just want to insert my opinions on it, I guess. But yeah, that's about it. If you like the video, subscribe, I guess. But otherwise, enjoy. So getting to the actual part of the video. So now just doing the most basic just form of research, just looking at Google Trends, Valorant's in about the same spot that it was a year ago. Maybe it dipped a little bit, but it's really not that noticeable. And if you go back through the entire lifespan of the game, well, obviously it's going to go down from the release. Valorant's release was insane. The whole thing they did with Twitch drops and stuff, that got everybody playing it. If you didn't see your favorite content creator playing it, that was an oddball compared to everything else. If you look at Google Trends at other video games that hit a peak and dropped off way harder than Valorant has dropped off, you would see that they're still very far from dead. Like, even looking at Riot Games' other games, League of Legends, which is far more popular than Valorant has ever been, League of Legends hit a peak that Valorant has not reached yet, then dropped off harder than Valorant has ever dropped off, and is still very far from dead. And Valorant's peak was in our Valorant first released. But if we look at the chart, League of Legends released in October of 2009 and hit its peak years after the game released, so Valorant might not even be at its full potential yet. And it's pretty clear that Riot Game wants to play the long game here, with over 10 years of League of Legends being one of the most popular games and having over 10 years of esports. Now going and looking at the game that Valorant has been most compared to, CSGO. CSGO has almost the exact same case as Valorant of hitting a giant peak whenever it first released, and then kind of evening out. And then, years after the game released, which we haven't gone to yet with Valorant since it's still fairly new, hit an all-time peak, and then evened out again. And then jumps back up in popularity every once in a while, but eventually just goes and evens out. Games that reach its popularity never actually die out, and I don't think they ever can. Okay, so getting to actual problems with the game Valorant, I hear a lot of people complaining about smurfing, and smurfing might actually be one of the biggest problems with Valorant. I know it really sucks having somebody to get on an account that they really shouldn't be in that rank in. It just ruins the game for other people. And I think the main reason why Valorant's smurfing problem is so bad compared to other games is how unbelievably easy it is to get an account. You can either just rank one up, which that would take you maybe a week, or you could literally just buy an account that's already ranked for dirt cheap. Like obviously I'm not going to show where these accounts from, but that's a diamond account for like $1.50. That's insane. And even though this is probably the biggest problem with Valorant right now, it can be very easily fixed. Like look at games like Overwatch and Warzone. They make you verify a phone number with it. Did this kill the game? No, not really. Overwatch is at an all-time peak and is at an all-time high in popularity. There are many options Riot can take to stop smurfing. It's not a game-breaking problem. It can be fixed and probably will down the road. And you kind of got to look at smurfing being the biggest problem with Valorant. It's kind of bittersweet. It can be like a game with CSGO having cheating being a biggest problem. Cheating in CSGO is disgustingly bad, and it's disgustingly easy to get cheats and use them in CSGO. But with Valorant, personally, I've been playing since release, and I've never even gotten a cheater in my game. And really going back to Riot Games playing the long game here, they already have public plans until 2028 of what they're doing for esports, and that's just esports. That's not even the plans for the actual game and the brand in general. You hear things about them going to consoles for it, and they're just now starting to hire people to do it. So you can see that's going to be very far down the road, and I seriously doubt that they're going to make this giant investment just for it to die off. I don't think Riot Games will physically let Valorant die for a while. But yeah, that's all I got. Once again, I don't have an actual problem with the videos being made or the people making the videos. I actually think some of the videos that are being made on it are very well made and do share the current state of Valorant and how the actual game can improve, and we can't just keep overlooking some of the actual problems in the game. But yeah, thanks for watching.